Hello, welcome back on this new video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so you can have a notification whenever I upload a new content. In this video, actually, I think it was time, to talk about Chat GPT. That's the new trend now. Okay, that's the new invention, in the AI world, right? Without wasting further time, I'm pretty much sure that many of you have heard about on Chat GPT. And today I thought I should make this brief video about ChatGPT and how you can actually capitalize on ChatGPT. You can make a lot of money with ChatGPT actually, because I made a lot already recently in my freelancing journey. I made a lot already back then. Whenever you have some sort of project you are working on, you need to write down the code, do a lot of stuff. But today you don't have to you with chat gpt you don't have to go through all of that, right? There is a lot that you can actually achieve. There is a lot that you can actually achieve with chat gpt, right? Without wasting further time, the first thing that you need to do when you want to get chat gpt, the first thing is just to sign up, right? It's like any other app, right? You just sign up. Okay, when you sign up on the chat gpt, you at any time that you want to use it, you can go back and then just log in and then do that. So, and to do that, the first thing you need is simply to go to chat.openai.com, because OpenAI is the one that actually came up with ChatGPT. So you go in here, and there you have the link here. You see ChatGPT here, but the one you need is chat.openai.com. So you go in here, it's going to ask you to actually have an account, right? I do have an account with them, so it's definitely going to prompt me straight to where I'm at, because I've already logged in, right? So when you have the chat gpt, actually this is how it looks. When you log in straight, you come down in here, because I know, I'm pretty much sure you should know how to sign up for it. Not something complicated, right? Instead of me wasting time to show you how to sign up, it's just signing up. You put your email and I think your phone number and all of that, all the necessary information that they may need, and then they send you a confirmation to your email. You confirm your email, and then that's it. Boom, you are in, and then you can start using. Now when you log in, this is how it looks actually. The login, when you log into your chat gpt, that's how the platform actually look, right? So when you come down here, you have a bunch of stuff here. They give you example how chat gpt looks, right? Explain quantum computing in simple term. Got any creative ideas for 10 years old birthday? How do I make an HTML? Blah, these are just bunch of examples that you are given here, capabilities like what you can use ChatGPT for. Remember what user said earlier in the conversation. Allow user to provide follow-up corrections on limitation. May occasionally generate incorrect information, which is true, right? Sometimes you might request something to ChatGPT and you get incorrect information, so you should look up for that. I mean, it's like Google, right? Sometimes you make a research and then you don't even leave the feedback that the Google algorithm gives you. It doesn't actually match the research. What do? You're trying to reformulate, right? You're trying to change some keywords so that it matches with actually what you are trying to achieve. It's exactly the same thing here. Sometimes you send a request and you don't actually get the correct answer, and the best thing to cope with that is to do some few adjustment as regard the keywords, as regard the sentence that your request actually. So when you improve your request, you get a much better feedback or outcome if you want to. May occasionally produce harmful instruction or biased content, which is true, right? So sometimes you may ask something and you get something that is harmful, and when the system fail to get like the request, I mean, or the answer to your question, right? It gives you it's like Python. When you are using Python or R, whenever you made a mistake as regard the code. Let's say you want to put a bracket and then you put a square bracket. when you launch the request, it always gives you an error, right? An error message, asking you to that's to fix your code or something is wrong. It's exactly the same thing here too. So when you send the request and then the chat GPT doesn't understand what you are saying, it yelled at you. Okay, it yelled back to say, oh, like, I can't find actually what you are looking for, and then a lot of stuff with some instruction. And when you fix your request, definitely you get a much better feedback. So limited knowledge of world and event after 2021. So I believe, whenever you are training on AI system, right? Whenever you are training AI model, right? Whether it's supervised or supervised learning, there are limitations. It depends on the data set that you use, right? So data that I use to train this model, because it's an AI model anyway, the data that were used to train the algorithm were data from 2021 backwards. So anything before 2021, right? So after 2021, like 2022 or 2023, if you're trying to get any information from ChatGPT, it might not be accurate. So the very simple example I'll give is that, before, 2021 and backward, like, if let's say 2021, Elon Musk was the richest. So if you click in here, who is the richest man in the world, ChatGPT might tell you Elon Musk, but it's no more Elon, right? It's someone else. So it's been unknown. So yeah, this is based on the training, model of the system. Another thing, what happened in 2022 or 2023 that we can talk about. Um, I don't know right now, the Ukraine war. I think the Ukraine war started in 2022, not 2021. So I'm pretty much sure if you are trying to get something as regard the war in the Ukraine, ChatGPT might not give you accurate, feedback. Why? Because again, it's limited to knowledge of world, an event after 2021. So it might not actually have, the right information as regard anything that is happening right now in Ukraine, because the war started, I believe, in 2022. So you should be mindful of that. Other than that, any other information, any other research that you may be looking for, ChatGPT should be able to get you that. The very simple one that, basic stuff that we can do with ChatGPT here. Say you are working on a project, right, as a freelancer. Let's say you are a content writer. You are a writer, where you write content, to, I don't know, to various different company, advertising companies, and nails company, or whatever you want to call it, right? And then you do write content, and sometimes you run out of idea, right? You don't even know like what to write on, or maybe you know what you want to work on, but you are missing the point, right? Like you have the idea, you know what you want to write on, but you are not inspired enough, to come up with, a very nice and inspiring content. So ChatGPT actually can help you do that and make a lot of money, because this is your work, this is your daily work, right? That's how you make your paycheck on. That's how you get your paycheck cut, by writing. So if you miss idea, if you come up with the content that is not inspiring, that is not helpful, I don't think the company wanna work with you anymore. So ChatGPT today, can help you in fixing that. The very simple idea that I came up with, I was asking ChatGPT actually to write me a very short love poem to Kate, and this is it right here. When you look on the at the upper left corner here, you will see like a research that a request that I made, which is love poem. So let me click on it, and then we will get actually the feedback that ChatGPT gave me based on that. Now there is something when you look at upper left corner, it say due to high demand on our system, previous conversation are temporarily unavailable. So actually, earlier on, when ChatGPT was actually launched, whenever you have previous conversation, you can go back and look into them, and like you can have like 10 different conversations going on, and you can switch, like you can go back to the previous one, you can go back to the first and the second and so on. But right now the system, everybody is using ChatGPT all over the world, so the system is kind of jam right now, because there are so many users, right? And this is something new, is still in development, so there is delay or whatever you want to call it, in a request and so on. So I will request again for a love poem to Kate. So write a love poem to Kate, right? Let me say a short. I will say a short. If I say a love poem, it might be very long. A short love poem to Kate. So let's see what we got here. let's send this request very quick, and then you see what we get back from ChatGPT, right? The system is processing. Now it starts. So if you want to stop generating whatever is, we can click here and then stop the generation, right? So yeah, you can stop it at any time. It's like like Python is like any other programming language. Whenever you send a request and it's running, you can stop it. So here it is, right? This is the short poem. It say, Kate, my love, my heart's pure flame. With you, my life is never the same. If your eyes, oh my God, even the human being, I don't think can write something better than that, right? So in your eyes, I see my future bright. With you by my side, everything feels just right. Your laugh, your smile, your gentle touch fill my heart with love. I love you so much forever and always, my dear Kate. You are my soulmate, my heart true babe. See that? This is a very short poem, that ChatGPT AI system, wrote down to you and quickly. And the same vein, like you can ask for anything, right? You can write the whole book, I don't know, 300 pages, 500 pages with ChatGPT, right? You can get all of that. So it depends on whatever you want. If I want to like get something to a very limited, let's say I want to have something like 3 sentences or 5 sentences, or I want to summarize it to 100 sentences, like ChatGPT can do that, right? Even the conversation that we have up here, we can ask ChatGPT to summarize it, right? So let's say summarize. Okay, we are both into three. They are both into, okay, three. Let's say summarize the above. Okay, let's say summarize. So instead of us having like, let me see, 1 2 3 4 5, whatever, let's see what it comes with. The poem expresses love for someone named Kate and describe how she brightens the speaker's life and fills their heart with love. So it states that Kate is the speaker soulmate and their heart true mate. See, so that's how it summarizes the whole sentence. So actually, what ChatGPT is doing here is like trying to it's a summary, right? It's a summary trying to summarize the whole content, like what's the message, right? What's the message behind, what's the message that is being channeled here, right? So because when someone read this, you might not even actually know, because we have a title here that says love poem, okay, to Kate. But anyone that hasn't seen this and then just read this will know like what we are talking about. So when you ask a summary, the summary is gonna tell you actually what is being spoken about, which is actually amazing, right?